Welcome back to No Man's Land for episode 2 with me, Farm Sim Snowy. So, since the last episode I did a couple of things. My OCD kicked in, so I just went round and tidied some of the edges up of these two fields, and whilst I was going across the top of this field up here, I was intrigued by two trees up in that corner. Luckily enough they were within our boundary, so I chopped them down, which then allowed me to extend that field further that way, so we've got an even bigger field than what we originally hoped. So that was quite cool. And then I chopped all the wood up into more manageable pieces, gathered them up, put them in the pickup, so we've got those to sell at the wood chip place when we're ready. But we need to lime both these fields because I want to get some crops growing in there as quick as we can. So we'll just drive this over to the wood chip ready for when we're wanting to do that. Somewhere about there. So let's jump in the case and do a bit of liming. I'll probably do the liming myself and then get a worker going on the seeds. I would like to at some point, I don't know whether I'll do that off camera or whether I'll show you guys, tidy some of these areas up where you've got all the bushes behind us all overgrown. It just looks a bit scruffy. Again, that's all part of this map, tidying it up, making it your own. So we'll get this underway. It feels like we're starting to get somewhere now with things. And we're not doing too bad on money. I have been tempted to think about buying another plot, but I think that might be a little bit too early yet, a bit too ambitious. So we'll just hold off for a minute with that. In fact, what I did want to show you when I was talking about extending our field, if we just go into our map, so there you go, I managed to add on probably quite a good chunk on that end, so we're almost the full width of our plot there and still following the sort of road shape there. So really pleased with how that went. Watch out for that tree. He says that's probably going to be another casualty of ours later on if we buy that plot. Just because it's got in my way twice now. So I'll get going on this field over here, and then I'll probably either speed up time now or I'll cut to when we finished, just so you're not having to watch me do all this random stuff. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, so that's our liming done. I think mostly today's plan's going to be getting some more soybeans in those 2 fields, and I think we're gonna get rid of all these logs, and they're the ones that we got given, so that'll earn us some more money as well. What we'll do is we'll get the seeder attached. What I did notice is this seeder, what I said in the last episode about some of our equipment being run down and need of repair, and a bit of TLC. This seeder is one of those, because if we go into our menu and go across to vehicle overview, that's basically all the vehicles and equipment that we own. So the third one from the top, the Stara Keres Master, that's our seeder, and the little spanner symbol there, that is the condition of it, and it's at 0%, as well as one of our trailers. So let's repair that, because that is in a terrible state and we've already used it a bit. So it's going to cost us 325 euros. Euros, I hear you ask. Yes, I've got it set on euros because this map is apparently set in between France and Spain, so obviously it's going to be euros. Fantastic map, by the way. It's created by a guy called Alien Jim, and it's the first, he's done a few maps, but it's the first of his map that I've played on, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So we'll get a worker going on that. Let's jump out. Then I think what we'll do now is we'll go over and do those logs that I was talking about, because that should bring us in a little bit more of an income. So if we take our straps off, I strapped down our load. Look, I hope my lorry driver friend's watching this, so I can show him how to strap things down properly. So what I'm going to do is, I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me do all of this. I'll chuck all the loose ones in. That's if we don't drop them. Let's probably get in there. I'll chop these up, chuck all them in, and if I finish before the worker, I'll bring you back in, or vice versa, so you can see what's happening and what's been done. So I'll see you in a second, guys. Alright, so just got our last little chunk of wood left to do, and our helper's just finished as well, so pretty good timing. So that's all the wood off the pickup, and all that wood there I've just chopped up. Let's just have a quick look to see how much we made. So if we scroll down, sold wood right at the bottom there, just over 10,000 we got for them. Happy days. 10,000 we didn't have, we've now got. So let's quickly run over here and see what damage they've done. Hopefully none. There you go, we can see bottom right, we've got soybeans in, they're growing. It looks like he's missed a strip over here. Bad times. What is wrong with these people? Where am I getting them from? I'll quickly finish this bit off and then we'll get them set on that other field. I don't know how they're going to fare on that one, because that one's a bit more of a regular shape. Still, with them doing that, it means we can get on with other things. Because what I would like to try and do this episode as well is sell most of our crops that we've got on our silo already, and I'm not sure about the bales. We could sell them as well, just to, they'd be okay if we had some animals, because you can use them as feed or bedding, but we haven't got animals at the minute, and I don't think we're going to have animals for a little while, so I'll probably just sell them all. We've actually got more than what I thought, because there's some more around the other side of that shelter that I showed you in the last episode. Right, so if we set them off in this corner, because I think this is going to be the more awkward corner. Off they go. And I'll whiz back over here, and I think we're going to start selling off our crops. So, if we jump in the case, we'll leave that spreader there. And grab our trailers. What I might do is the smaller trailer we can customize and make it bigger. So probably will do that. I think this is the trailer that had 0% as well for the maintenance. So we'll give this a quick repair while we're over it. Yeah, in bad condition that was. So if we actually, let's fill this one up now and then it's done. Now what we're going to put in there, what I like to try and do is leave, we have got some soybeans already in. So if you're not familiar with the game, the symbols up the top there, we've got 7, that's like your basic crops, then we come on to other ones. But we haven't got any of them in our silo. From left to right up the top, we've got wheat, that's a symbol for wheat, then barley, oats, canola, sunflower, which is pretty obvious, soybeans, which is what we're starting to grow, and corn, which again is fairly obvious with the symbol there. So we've got just over 10,000 litres of soybeans, but it's at a good price, so we're running the risk, if I leave them in the silo and add to them from what we get off of our fields, you're running the risk of that price going down, but I'm willing to take that risk. So barley, second one from the left, the price is still going up there with the green symbol, 519 at the minute. So we will leave that until that stops and get the best price for that. I think we'll fill this up with wheat. Yeah. So we'll fill that one up with wheat. Put our cover back on. And drop that off. And like I say, we're going customize this trailer, because at the minute it's in its small configuration. I'm pretty sure it's only 4,000 litre capacity. So if we can, we're going to make that bigger, just so it'll hold more. I expect this is in need of a little bit of a repair as well. Let's have a look. So it's not too bad, Nick. 20 euros will do that. And then if we customize, so yeah, we're at 4,000 litre capacity at the minute, then we can go 8 and then we go 12. So I'm gonna go 12, and I think we'll put a nice little yellow cover on so it kind of matches what we've already got on the other trailer. So it's going to cost us 4,500 euros. I'm happy with that. We can afford that. And then we have a bigger trailer. Happy days. Oh, I thought I must have disconnected me because we did some work on it. So let's get our cover open. What are we going to put in this one? I'm thinking, so we're going to leave barley, probably oats. Yeah, I think we'll put oat in there. And then we'll connect this trailer up to that and we'll do like a little train. But because they got different hitches on it, so this trailer's got a ball hitch on it, it won't connect up to the trailer we just had on, so you've got to do it this way round because the trailer behind's got a pin hitch, so that will fit with that one. So we'll go off down to our shop and sell off these bits, see how much we make. So I'll see you down at the shop. So here we go, moment of truth. We're not going to get mass amounts for it, but it's all money that we never had. So we'll tip that up, see how much we get for the wheat. Our money's going up. Let's get a better angle on that. $7,322. Excellent. How much are we going to get for the oats? Oh, we're going to get over 100,000. Yes. We're still going. Come on. 8,691. So, well, money's going up. So tempted to buy another plot. Anyway, I'll see you back up the farm because we're going to get another load or 2 loads. So we're back for some more crops. I think we will go for this time canola and sunflowers. So there we go with the canola. And sunflowers. We don't need to put the covers on the trailers, it's a nice sunny day. So, again, I'll see you down at the sale point. So, back for more money making. If we just disconnect from the rear trailer so we can tip better. Canola's up first. See our money going up in the top right. 13,494. Whoop whoop. Gotta be happy with that. $8,633. Right, well over 100,000 now. So I'm just still thinking about buying another plot, but we do need to get some more equipment. I might even change some of our equipment, because we've got that small cultivator set up in the shed, and I can't see us using that because we've got a subsoiler which is going to give us our ploughed state and we can create fields with it, and our seeder is a direct drill, which means you don't have to cultivate before you seed. So really that's just a waste, so that's something else we can get rid of, sell that off. And like I said, we're going to need a fertilizer spreader at the minute. I know we've got the big one that we were using. Helper G has stopped work unexpectedly. They've run out of seeds. Oh no. That was my fear. So we're going to have to fill that up with seeds for them. Which is a bit annoying because now we've got to go all the way down to the shop to fill up with seeds. But kind of thinking we might get, oh look, our soybeans are sprouting up on the field to the left, which means we can fertilise that field now. Excellent. So what have we got left in our silos? Soybeans, corn, and oh, look at the soybeans going down. Right, we're selling them now. Soybeans and corn we're putting. Typical, isn't it? We pick soybeans to grow and the price goes down. So let's jump on that and get rid of them now. Hopefully by the time we've harvested ours and they'd go up again, but if not, we can always store them back in our silo and wait for a decent price to come back. That's annoying. Right, the seeds will have to wait for a minute, because I want to go down and sell these. So, again, I'll see you down at the shop, see what we make off of this. So, back selling more goods. I hope the price hasn't dropped too much. Not that one. That one I want to drop. So just have a quick look. No, it's just dropping. It hasn't changed. I think it was on 1637. So let's get those sold quick. $16,439. That's pretty good. The corn. Shouldn't get a great deal for the corn, I shouldn't think. Didn't have a lot to start with, but it's all extra money. 5,158. God, we're just shy of 150 grand, guys. We could probably get some new toys soon. So, I'll see you back at the farm again. I'm debating whether to buy like a seed point for the farm here, so we don't have to keep going down to the shop, and maybe fertilizer, but I haven't decided where we're going to put those yet. Maybe here where I'm going to drop the trailers off, but that'll be something to think about. So what we're going to have to do is run over and get this guy, because now we've got to go down all the way down to the shop to fill this up. They haven't done a bad job though. So I'll go down to the shop, fill this up, and I'll come back up and get them started again. We've got more. Look, these ones are sprouting up already as well. So we really need to buy some fertilizer equipment. In fact, what I might do, because we've still got that on hire, I'll unload the line from that and fill that up. But I'll see you back up here at the farm after I've got this guy set up again. So we've got that guy set off again. So we've got our worker set off again, putting his seeds down, our soybeans rather, because we've still got this on hire. I'm going to take advantage of that, but we are going to have to unload the line. Probably have to do it over here somewhere, so it's sort of out of the way. So what are we doing now? There we go. I couldn't remember the button for it. Right, so now I've got to drive down all the way down to the shop again to get some fertiliser in this. So this is what I mean about getting some storage tanks up here so we can get seed and fertiliser from our farm, so we don't have to keep doing this trip all the time. So I'll get this loaded up and I'll see you back at the farm. So back at our farm, our workers finished putting the soybeans in on the larger field. So we'll get this field fertilised. I don't think it's going to damage the crops, it shouldn't do. I think in the first stage of growth like we've got now, that's when they tell you to do your second stage of fertilising, which we're doing now, and you shouldn't damage your crops, even if you haven't got narrow tyres on. If you put narrow tyres on your tractors, you can normally drive through your crops any stage, but it doesn't look like we're damaging anything now, which is good. And then you can just see there where we've been, it's a darker colour, the soil, so that gives us a good indication of where we have and haven't been. It's pretty good. 2 passes, we've done that field. So then if we have a quick look on our map, so all 3 fields have got soybeans in now, so that corresponds to the colour for soybeans on the right there, and they're growing. And then the fertilised state, which is the blue, this one's now darker colour than these 2 because we've just put our second stage on there. These have got the first stage, which happens when we seed, because our seeder allows us to do that. So we'll whiz over and do the other 2 fields. But yeah, I think we've done quite a bit again in this episode. I'll probably get these fields fertilised and then call it the end of the episode. What I was going to say though is if, well, at the time of recording I've only got 15 subscribers at the minute, and I really appreciate those 15 that have taken their time to subscribe to me. I hope most of them are watching. What I was going to say is, if you've got anything, you know, any ideas or anything you want to see or want me to do, drop it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Because I've only got 15 subscribers, I'm pretty sure whatever you suggest, I will do it. Well, within reason. I know what some of you are like, because I've got some friends and family that as subscribers, so don't be asking me to do anything stupid. It's got to be within the game. Or another thing I thought of, if you've got an idea of what plot you'd like to see me buy next, ideally I'd want to stay sort of the ones next to the farm, but bear in mind there's like rocks in some of these, and then we can see what we can do. So if you've got an idea, I'm not saying it's going to be the next episode that we buy, because they're going to cost 85,000 each. I know we've got 116, but he's missed a little bit there. That's going to bug me. I'm going to have to do that. I was just about to say how well they've done to navigate that curve there, because normally with the workers, if you get like an odd shaped field or an irregular shaped field with the curves, normally they can't handle it sometimes. Apart from that, they've done a brilliant job there. I'll just quickly whiz up there and finish that off. Yes, you can just see the soybeans sprouting through up the top there, so that will let us do the second stage of fertilizing. I'm not sure it's going to let us do it on this bit I'm driving on, because they haven't started sprouting through yet. I will try it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Right, so that's that done. If it doesn't let me do it, then I'll probably end the episode, and then I will do that off camera. Let's just have a quick look. So if we start up the top, I'm pretty sure it's not going to let us do it. Yeah, so any of these, if we just bring up our little mini map, so I'm actually on plot 25 now, which doesn't look too bad. But if you've got any suggestions, then let me know. Is this going to let us do it? No. You see it's not changing there, the colour. Let's just check on the map. No, it's only doing that thin strip there of the soybeans that are sprouting through, which is a bit annoying. If we hadn't run out of seeds, I think we'd have had that covered. But what I'll do is I'll do that in a minute, guys, when it pops through. I think we'll leave it there for episode 2. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I do, especially this gameplay series on No Man's Land. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.